So I believe the best way to be successful in Shopify dropshipping in 2022 is by starting a subscription-based dropshipping website. And when I define successful, I mean it's based on profitability. Hey guys, welcome to the YouTube channel. My name is Mohsin, known as the ECOM King, and in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to start your very own dropshipping subscription-based model website using Shopify, and I'm going to be teaching you everything from A to Z. So I'm going to start this off by showing you one of my e-commerce brands that are using this subscription-based business model on Shopify to actually dominate our profit margins. Now, talking about profit margins, the average profit margin in Shopify dropshipping is around about 10 to 25%. But if you implement a subscription-based model into your business, then you can take that all the way up from 30 to 60%. And the reason why is because you're paying one time only to acquire a customer, let's say through Facebook, Google Ads, and you're putting them on a subscription plan. That way they're going to be paying for a brand new product every single month, month in, month out, without you having to pay any more money to keep acquiring the same customer. So the reason why most businesses fail and they have really poor profit margins is because they're overspending to acquire brand new customers into the business to make revenue. So if you implement a subscription-based model into your business, then you're only having to pay one time to acquire one customer that could be with you for around about 6 to 12 months. So after I show you one of my e-commerce brands using this strategy, I'm also going to be teaching you how to find great products to put on a subscription model for your dropshipping website. I'm also going to be talking about the best niches, and then I'm going to be showing you how to set this up in your own Shopify store so you can offer subscription models to your customers. I'm going to be teaching you how to do this step by step, and I'm also going to be showing you the apps that are needed to make this process work. So after I teach you guys how to implement this into your Shopify store, I'm going to be teaching you how to turn current customers into subscription-based customers and how to acquire brand new subscription-based model customers. Then I'm going to be showing you the best ways to actually effectively advertise your subscription-based model using things like Facebook ads and the way you should be running your ads. Now, I do want to give you guys a heads up and let you know that some parts of this video are going to be very technical and you might struggle to follow along, and that's why I've created a free Google Doc sheet that has this step-by-step process for everything that I do on the back-end side of the Shopify store so you guys can follow it along, because I know when you watch something physically it can be quite hard. So that's why I've actually typed it up for you guys and put it in a free Google Doc sheet with everything else that I mentioned in this video about the best products, the best niches, everything that I talk about will be in that free Google Doc sheet. So once we hit 2,000 likes, it will be available in the pinned comment and in the description below. So make sure we get this video to 2,000 likes as quick as possible. So as you guys can see on my computer screen, I've loaded up one of my e-commerce brands that I co-own, and it's called Supure. And what the actual brand is itself is we sell vitamin tablets that you put into your drink that help you start your day off with whatever you do. And as you guys can see here on the product page, you've got the option to pay for it as a one-time purchase, or you can subscribe and save 15% off. And you can see here, you can choose the delivery frequency: 14 days, 30 days, 45 days, and 60 days. Now I want to show you guys exactly how this would look like in the back end if somebody was to subscribe to your subscription plan and how it actually works. So I'm using this app called Seal and Subscription Loyalty, and I'll be teaching you guys step by step how to use it a bit later on, but this is just to show you how it would look like when you start generating revenue. So you can see here it says inventory forecast, and this is basically telling you which products people are subscribed to and how much is actually being made from those products on a subscription plan. Then it shows you here upcoming potential revenue within the next 7 to 30 days, and then here it shows you a calendar view of the different payments that are coming out of the different days of the month, so you know which payments are being captured on the different days of the month. So now I've shown you guys one of my websites using the subscription model strategy, and I've shown you the back end to show you how powerful this strategy is, because you can see people paying every day of the month on different months for the same product on a subscription plan, meaning that I'm paying for them once and I'm getting more money from them again and again and again because they're subscription model customers. It just shows you how profitable and how amazing this strategy is. So now I've shown you guys all of that, let's move on to how you guys can do this yourself step by step. So the first thing we need to cover is what are the best niches for this strategy. So the best niches in my opinion are the health and wellness, the beauty, the home appliances, the sports industry. Now there's loads of other niches that you can do with this strategy, and when I show you guys how to find winning and potential products that you can use for a subscription plan, that might brainstorm for you guys different products that you could do. There is a tool that I use to find products for this strategy really fast and effective, and it's called Peakster, and there will be a link to this in the description because there is a free trial. And I head over to where it says winners, and I go to where it says niches, and I filter it by the niches that I've told you guys about. So I've selected health and beauty, and once you do that, all you've got to do is scroll through here and look for products that people would have to keep buying over and over again because it runs out. So if I keep scrolling through, I'm going to look for something that could potentially run out and people might want to keep buying because they're addicted to it because they love the product so much. So after scrolling for a few seconds, I found a real good ideal product for this strategy, and it's called the Green Tea Deep Clean Pore Free Mask. And the reason why this is an ideal product is because it's meant to clean your skin, it's meant to keep your pores clean, and the product will eventually run out. After going through Pigster for the last few minutes and filtering it down by the different niches that I've told you that are best for this business model, you can see that I found this X-type flat floor mop with replaceable cloth heads. And the great thing about this product is it has a permanent actual mop itself, but the mop heads themselves are replaceable because after a certain amount of days, which is 30 days, they say that you should replace them with a brand new floor mop head because that's the way it's going to give you the best results. So the great thing is I found the actual mop heads that are designed for that mop here separate on AliExpress. So these mop heads are the ones that go with this product, and you can actually buy them on AliExpress with one head already with the product, or you can buy it with three. Now what I would personally do with a product like this is I would sell the mop separately and then give the customer the option to go on a subscription plan for the mop heads, because if you have to replace them every 30 days, this is important that you educate the customer and you say, look, every 30 days you should change the heads on the mop to get the best results, and then that way you sell them a subscription model. And you can see here on AliExpress you can offer one mop at a time. So another great product that I found for this strategy is going to be this oil diffuser, and the reason why this is such a great product is because when you use an oil diffuser, you have to put essential oils into the oil diffuser for it to work, and guess what? Essential oils run out depending on how often that you use them. So you could sell them this as the main product, and obviously you don't need to go on a subscription model for this because it's a permanent product, but actual oils themselves, you can see here I found essential oils. You can see that you could upsell them these and put them on a subscription model. That way every month they know they've got the essential oil to put into their oil diffuser. So another great product example is going to be these acrylic nails. Now this is a different style of subscription model upselling because you don't need to sell them, for example, the oil diffuser, then the oils. You can just put them straight onto a subscription model for these nails. So instead of them buying one product and then a subscription model, they're just going to be buying these on a subscription model straight away, because as you know, acrylic nails, they only last for 30 days or 20 days or however long they do, and then they break and they fall off. So what you might want to do is you might want to say to your customers, why don't you go on a mixed bundle subscription offer where actually every month we send you a brand new style of nails out every single month, so you don't need to think about it, you don't need to choose. We're going to plan the actual nails that we send out to you, and you can see here there's what, 14 to 20 different styles on here, so that's what, 20 months worth of nails that you could sell them, and you could do different ones for each month. So now I've shown you guys some great product examples that you could use for this strategy. Let me show you two of the products that I've just shown you in two different scenarios on how I've imported them into my Shopify store, and then I'll be teaching you guys how to do the exact same for your own store. So you can see I've chose the mop and the mop heads for this example, and you can see on the product page you can buy just the mop itself with one mop head, and when you scroll down you have the option to get a discount. So let's say for example I have the mop head, you can see now it'll take me to this bundle where I can choose to go on a subscription model. So if you can choose one-time purchase, or I'm going on a subscription model. So now you can see it delivers every month on a subscription model basis, and you can see now I can add this to cart as well. So now what I'm doing is I'm buying the mop and I'm also buying mop heads, but I'm buying them on a subscription model. So the second scenario of how this subscription model works is I've actually imported the Green Deep Tea Clean Pore Free Mask Stick, and you can see when you go to the purchase options there's not variants, you're just choosing whether you want to buy it as a one-off or you can subscribe and keep it going. So every month you can see here it says keep on top of your skin care, we will deliver every month, snooze or cancel at any time, and you can see you save 30% if you go with the subscribe option instead of the one-time purchase. So instead here you can see this time you can choose to buy the product on its own, or you can choose to buy the product and also go on a subscription model for the mop heads. This scenario is where you just either choose the product itself and there's no variance to it. So now let's say you've picked the products that you want to use on a subscription model. The first thing that you need to do is you need to go to the App Store and you need to download Sales, Subscription and Loyalty and Bundler Upsell Bundles, and I'll leave both of these in the description below. And I do want to make it very clear, I am not sponsored by this company. So once you've downloaded those two apps, the first app that you need to open up is Sales, Subscription and Loyalty, and you need to head over to the dashboard. Now there is a free plan, and depending on how much you want to use this strategy will depend on the plan that you need to go for. So I'd say you start with the free one, and if you need to work your way up, feel free to work your way up. The first thing that you need to do is you need to go over to where it says subscription rules and click that. And the first thing that you need to do is you need to hit create a rule. And once you do that, you want to go to where it says auto charge and subscription. And once you click that, the first thing that you want to do is you want to name your rule. Now, this name that you put on the rule will be displayed to your customers, so make sure you call it something that is important. So I like to call mine subscribe and save, and then you're going to here it says label for plan selector. Now this one, again, you need to make sure you call this one correctly because it will be displayed on your website. Now what I like to use for this label is deliver every so what. So however often you're going to be delivering, put it right here. So I'm going to put deliver every month because that's what mine's going to be. It's going to be a monthly delivery. So once you've done that, you can move on. And then the next thing you need to do is you need to select the product that you want to use for the subscription plan. Now this can get a little bit confusing because if you're going to go with the scenario one where you've got a main product and then you've got a variant that's going to be the subscription model, then things will have to be done slightly different. And if you're just going for a product that you want to just have a subscription model on, then again it's a little bit different. So I'm going to go through both scenarios with you, so just be patient and follow along. So the first scenario that I'm going to use is just the one-off product that you can have a subscription model. So you go select products and then you choose the product that you want to do. So you can see I've selected the green tea mask with the different colors and variants. Once you've done that, you want to hit add, and then once you've done that, you want to go to where it says selling plan action 1. So you can see here this is called a weekly subscription, but I don't want it to be a weekly subscription, so I'm going to change it here to monthly. And once you change it to monthly, you want to change this name as well to monthly subscription. And you can see here it'll automatically change this for you as well. And then you can see the day on which the customer should get charged. Now I always do the same day, but it's up to you. And then you can see here minimum number of payments. I put mine to unset, and then you can do a maximum. I put mine to unset. So it's up to you how you want to do it. Then here you're going to offer them a discount if they go with a subscription model. So I always go percent discount and I give them 30%. And again, this is depending on the profit margins that you're willing to give away. Now the higher you put this, the obviously more likely people are to go with this option. After you've done that, you can do an automatic discount modification. Now I personally don't do this myself, so it's up to you if you want to do it. Now here it says selling plan description. So this is where you can put a description of what you want into here. So when it shows on your product page, it will have a little description underneath it explaining why they should go with the subscription plan instead of the one-time purchase. Now something that I like to do to get ideas is I like to go over to Google and type in whatever product you're doing. So I'm doing a skincare product, so I've typed in skincare monthly subscription. Once you've done that, you can go over to different websites. So for example, I'm going to go onto this one right here on the Google Shopping. So as you guys can see on the screen, I've got a direct competitor up selling their own skincare routine for men, and you can see they've got their own subscribe and save here. So if you click this is a subscription model, and you can see they're offering a $10 off for their customers that go with this option, and they're also saying that you can snooze or you can cancel it at any time, so people feel like they're not tied into some form of contract. So I could potentially do the same with mine, snooze or cancel at any time, or I could reword this, but this is a great way to learn how other competitors are doing it. So once you've done that, head back over to subscription rules, and you want to make sure that the widget is enabled. If it's not enabled, it will not show up. Now once you've done that, I want to show you quickly how you would do one for a multi-variant product. So for example, let's talk about my mop, because the mop is the initial product, and then I want to try and get them on a subscription plan for the mop head. So what you'd do is you'd create a new rule, and I'm just going to edit this one just to save a bit of time. I've called it mop head, but obviously that's not the right name. I'd call it something else. And then you got here deliver every, and so what I've done is I've selected the mop head. It's a totally different product. It's on a totally different part of the website. It's on its own product page. So I've selected this. I've not selected the mop, and I've not selected the variant. I've only selected the initial product that should be on a separate product page, and I've selected it. Once you've done that, you can fill out the rest and just click save rule. So once you've done that, make sure you go back to subscription rules just to make sure that it is showing available. Once you've done that, I want to go through the different options that you've got using the Seals and Subscription app. So you've got something called settings, and these are like your general settings, your translations, your notifications, and your app plans. And then you've got something called loyalty. So loyalty basically means, let's say you've been subscribed to our subscription list for, let's say, 3 months, then you offer them an additional discount on their tier. So let's say it's costing them at the moment $13.99 on a monthly subscription. After 6 months, it might go down to $11.99. So that's what loyalty discounts are. Then you've got something called automations, where it swaps products and it automates intervals and things like that. Now that is very techy, and I wouldn't recommend doing this unless you know what you're doing. And then you've got delivery profiles, so you can actually create manually a delivery profile for somebody if they don't go through through the website, and then you've got installation talking about how to install the app. So once you've created your subscription plans for your products, you want to head over to bundle, upsell and bundles. Now this is only applicable if you're selling a variant option to the main product. So for example, this is only applicable to me because I'm selling the mop as the initial product as a one-time purchase, but I want people to go on a subscription plan on the mop heads. So this is what this app's for. So what you want to do is you want to go to where it says bundles, and you want to go to where it says create a bundle, and you want to select classic bundle. So once you've done that, you want to go to where it says bundle name, and you want to enter a name because this will be shown on invoices. So I would call this one mop bundle. Then the title is get a discount. So you might want to say something like get a discount on your mop with mop heads or something like that. So it needs to make complete sense, so they go with the bundle. So where it says description, this is where you really want to sell them on the bundle and explain why it's extremely important for them to go with a bundle option. So for example, I might want to put in here, it's extremely important that you go for the bundle option and you select the monthly subscription for the mop heads, because you want to make sure you got brand new mop heads every single month, because if you don't, then you're going to have a dirty mop and it's not going to be hygienic. So to keep on the most hygiene, make sure you order a mop head every single month. And then you've got the call to action, then you've got the text that goes under it, then you've got a sequence depending on how much sequences that you've got, then you've got the actual bundle offer, you've got it as active, and then you can see here what is the discount if they go with it. So I've chose 10%. So where it says discounted product bundle, this is where you want to select the main product and the variant option of the product that you want to put them on a subscription plan. And then it says here automatically add new variants. I wouldn't recommend that you do that. Then it says here discount conditions advanced. I'll put mine to buy minimum and use dynamic mix and match. Now you must use this, guys. It's my recommended option. I'll be showing you the reason why. Always use the dynamic version and always set it to this option unless you're doing something that you want to do yourself. And then once you've done that, you can basically do the bundle shortcode advancement. Now you do need to use this if you're using an old theme. So if you're using an old theme, so if it's not on the 2.0 theme technology, make sure you get the bundle snippet code, which is this one right here. If you're using a new theme code, then you don't need to worry about this. If you're using an old theme, then you will need to get this code. So the next step that you need to do is you need to go to customize theme, and you need to go to the product page that you want to add the bundle to. So this is the product page that I want to add it to, and you want to go to your theme preview settings, and you want to go to where it says product information, which is basically your product description. And what you want to do is you want to add the bundle underneath the add to cart button, because manually they will place it at the bottom. So for you to put it up here, what you need to do is you need to go to product information, you need to hit add block, and then you need to go to where it says here apps. You should see apps here, and then it will load up the app, and you can see here bundle shortcut widget. You want to select that, and again, if you're on the old theme, you will need to add the code. If you're not, then you'll be fine. And then what you want to do is you want to add it here, and then what you can do is you can drag it to where you want it on the actual page. You can see I put mine underneath the buy button. So once you've done that, you should be ready to go. Now if you have any issues, you might just have to tweak around with it to get it to how you want it. Now if that part of the process really confused you, like I said to you guys before, in the free Google Doc sheet, I've given you the step-by-step process in text format. I don't know if that'll make your life easier, so make sure we hit 2,000 likes in this video so you can access this. Now the next thing that you want to do is you want to go to the product page of the product that you're going to be offering a subscription plan to, and you want to add this to your description. Now not literally the same one as me, but you want to add something to your description that will put people into the subscription plan, because naturally people will naturally go towards the one-time purchase. So it's your job to really push people towards going with the subscription plan. So you can see here for the skincare product that I'm selling, I've put the key principle to having consistent beautiful skin with our mask stick is making sure you go to your skincare every single day for at least 3 months minimum with our matchstick. That's why we are offering a 30% off if you choose our subscription plan. So what I'm saying there is if people want really good results, they need to be using the product for at least 3 months. That way I know people that opt in for the subscription plan are going to buy at least 3 months worth, and then that way people understand that for a product like this you're not going to get results overnight, so it's best to actually get a subscription plan. That way you don't need to worry about ordering it all the time. And I always like to put that just under the first paragraph of my product description, and everyone should be adding something like this to their own, because if you don't, then you're not going to push people into going with a subscription plan. Once you've done all of that, you need to add a subscription policy to your website. So you can see in the footer of my website I've added subscription policy. You can also put this in the menu if you want to, but I've added mine in the footer. It's classed as a legal page, and what this basically is basically you telling the customer customer legally what they've opted into. So I've given you guys a template, and again, it's in the description here of the cheat sheet, and you just need to play around with it and add your brand name in. So you can see here, I've told you to put your niche and I've told you to put your brand name in it. So you do need to play around with this, guys, to get it perfect, but I have given you pretty much a template that you can work off, and you must have one of these on your website just so the customers know exactly what they're opting into and they know the policy that they're getting themselves into. So once you've done all of those steps, you're ready to sell your subscription-based product. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to try and convert, if you already have current customers, into subscription-based customers. Now, this will only apply if you've currently got customers on your websites, or if you've currently got email addresses or phone numbers that you can text or email to. Now, this is also important to set up, because if you start to get customer emails and customer phone numbers, you want to have these in place so they convert into subscription-based customers. Now, this is classed as the marketing side of it, and I can't emphasize this enough, guys. You need to really work towards pushing people into the subscription model instead of the one-time purchase. So you can see I'm in SMS Bump, and this app is for free, but you do need to top up the balance so you can send texts out, and I go over this in my free course, so make sure you check that video out if you want to understand how this completely works on a normal case scenario. Now, let's say you've watched it and you know how SMS Bump works. What you want to do is you want to go to flows, and you want to get the post-purchase upsell, the customer win back, and the abandoned cart. So let's start with the abandoned cart. This is already pre-made in SMS Bump, but I've slightly changed it so you can just copy mine, so you can just get on with it. So you can see it says wait 15 minutes. As soon as they wait 15 minutes, they're going to get a text, and the text says site name, hello, first name. We noticed that there were some items left in your shopping cart. If you're ready to complete your order, we recommend joining the subscription plan to save 30% off. So basically what this is, it's a text message going out to your customer that's abandoned the cart, and they're getting a text saying, look, you've left something in your cart, but if you want to get a 30% off, because as soon as they see 30% off, they're going to think, wow, I might as well go and buy it because I'm getting a big discount. But it's only if they go with a subscription plan. So you're pushing people into a subscription plan. Now, if that doesn't work, it waits 20 hours and it sends another text out. And this one says, special treat from the site name. An item in your cart has almost sold out, and your item qualifies for our subscription plan that will save you 30% off, and you can cancel at any time. Terms and conditions apply. So this is telling people, again, you've got a limited time and you also qualify for it, but there's also terms and services apply. And again, you can see here, you can opt out of the text message. So that's that flow. It's a very basic flow, and you can basically add your own flows to this. You can make it more advanced, you can make it even better, but you should have at least that set up to actually try and convert customers in. So the next flow that we're going to have active is going to be the customer win back flow. If we edit this, and I'll show you exactly how this one works, it's very simple but effective. Let's say somebody's not placed an order on your website for the last 45 days. Now, if you want to, you could probably change this to 30 days, because if you're doing a monthly subscription on my skincare product, after 30 days, it's probably going to run out. So really, I would base this off however long it takes for your product to run out. Now, once you've done this, you're going to send one text saying, hi, we noticed it has been a while since you last ordered. Get 30% off on your next purchase when you join our subscription plan for your item of choice. You can stay consistent with your beauty treatments. Obviously, this depends on the niche that you're doing. Now, it waits another 20 days and it sends another text out, and this one basically chooses if they go with it or if they don't go with it. If they don't go with it, then it sends them another text that they can go again, and it's more of an aggressive strategy. Now, that's the other one. Now, there's one more we're going to do, and this one's going to be the post-purchase upsell. And if we take a look at the post-purchase upsell, again, it's very simple, but it's extremely effective. They've ordered something, and then it waits 5 minutes. After they've ordered something, they're going to get a text message saying, hello, billing name, thanks for your purchase. Your order ID is so-and-so. Loving the discounts. Get 30% off on your next order if you upgrade to our subscription plan, which can be cancelled at any time. So this is telling them that you're on the normal plan. Now, this would have to work on behavior. So you would have to add a behavioral step into this. You can see add condition, and you can see choose condition. You can see here, depending on what it is. So you can choose whether it's a one-off payment or if it's a subscription payment. So you can choose this. And once you've done that, if they haven't subscribed to the subscription model, it's going to tell them that they can upgrade from a normal purchase to a subscription plan. That way, they're going to get the most benefits. So we're going to be doing the exact same thing, guys, but we're going to be doing it on Klaviyo. And the reason why we're going to be doing it on Klaviyo is because you're more likely to get emails than you are to get text message customers. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to set up an abandoned cart sequence. So you can see I've got mine right here. And again, we teach you how to set these up in the free course, so I won't show you right now, but it's very simple and easy to do, especially if you're a new customer to Klaviyo. Once you've done that, what you want to do is you want to wait 4 hours, and then you want to send an email. And the email is going to be like this. So you can see it says here on the subject line, it looks like you left 30% 30% off on your order. And if we look at the actual content itself, you can see it's going to say underneath here where it says thanks for stopping by, you qualify for a subscription plan that gives you 30% off on your next order. You can cancel your subscription at any times and terms and conditions apply. So once you've set that one up, you're going to set a condition to wait 25 hours, and then it's going to send another email again, but this one's going to be slightly more aggressive. And you can see it says here, your cart 30% off is about to expire. And if we take a look at what's actually written in here, you're going a little bit more in depth on what you're talking about. Don't forget to take advantage of your subscription plan that gives you 30% off when you're ordering. You can cancel your subscription at any time. Our stock is running low, and you can complete your purchase right here. So once you've done the abandoned cart sequence, make sure you do the customer win back sequence as well. And you can pretty much copy and paste it from SMS to this one, but just slightly tweak it, because bear in mind, the customer, if they're subscribed to your SMS, they're going to technically get emails and text. So if they're the same, it won't work effective. So slightly make them different so it doesn't look like it's too consistent and it's just copy and paste, because they will unsubscribe. So the last thing that I want to go over is your marketing angles for your paid ads. And this applies to TikTok ads if you're doing TikTok ads. This applies to Snapchat ads if you're doing Snapchat ads. This applies to everything but Google ads. Google ads is slightly different. So you can see here, I've got the ads manager loaded up and I'm in the ad level. Now, if you're selling subscription-based products, the actual ad formula in terms of the ad set levels, the campaigns, the exact same as any other product that you'd advertise on Facebook. The only difference is how you make the actual creative itself. So let me quickly go over that to explain it. So you can see here, for example, in mine, I've done a single image. You can still do a video. It's completely the same. The only thing different you want to do is you want to add in the ad copy where it says primary text, your subscription offer. So you can see here the primary text, which is my description. I'm going over what the product is and the benefits of it, but then I'm telling them about the subscription offer where it actually saves them 30% off. And the reason why I'm actually putting this in the description is because if you let people know that you're offering a subscription plan, when they get to their website, they're not going to be confused and think, why is a subscription model? And this can sometimes let people know that there's a better version of your product, which is a subscription model, because some people actually like the thought of a subscription model because not all brands are offering it because they don't want to. So if you're offering it and another brand isn't offering it, that could be a great reason why they might want to go with you. Now, you might want to split test this and do it without the subscription offer in there and with the subscription offer in there, but you definitely want to try and add it into your ad creatives. So if I show you guys what this would look like on a Facebook timeline on a mobile feed, you can see here, this is what it would look like. And again, it's pretty much the same as anything you normally advertise on Facebook, whether it be an e-commerce or dropshipping brand. The only difference is you're talking about the subscription model that you currently offer to let people know and warm people up to the idea that you're offering this type of product. And it might be worth, when you're doing these ad copies that you mention as well, especially if you're doing the ad copy where you mention the subscription, that you offer two options. You offer a one-time purchase, but you also offer a subscription plan. Because the last thing that you want to do is scare people by thinking that they can only go on the subscription model. So if you tell them that you offer both versions, which is the one-time purchase and the subscription model, then it makes them feel like they can choose. But it's very important that you do split test this, because if you don't, then your conversion rate could drop. So that's my step-by-step guide on how to implement subscription-based products onto your e-commerce website or your Shopify dropshipping website. Let me know what you thought of today's tutorial and video. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this on subscription-based products on this channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. And don't forget to hit 2,000 likes so you can access that free Google Doc sheet.